Hi you. Welcome back to Dr. Says. I'm Johnny and thanks for clicking on the video today. It's a somber day, guys. I'm sure you've already heard about Dolly Parton passing. It's just so weird. It's like she's like one of those people that you feel like you know her even if you don't. And I mean, she was 80, but it felt like it was so sudden and so quick. And a weird coincidence, I have just purchased some of her perfumes, and I was going to go through and talk about them and talk about Dolly and things. And I guess now I'll have to do like a memorial video. It's just really sad. I think everybody, like the news is saying, everybody loves Dolly, no matter who you are. But I guess let's transition and switch gears. I did stop into Bath and Body Works today, and I did take a look at the new collection. I did see the new line, and yeah, it was kind of interesting. The store that I went at had it all presented really nicely. I do think that the reeds being, infused with scent already and, being liquidless, I think that is interesting. I did smell everything, and I did look at the big candles, and some of the fragrances were very, very light. I do have to say, some of them, I have a little bit of a haul for you. Some of them were very, very light. They were so light, in fact, that I could barely smell them. And I was thinking, is my nose broke? Do I have COVID? What's going on? But I could smell other scents just fine. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. And I got to smell Sentinel Ridge. So I'm pulling out all my scent cards. I got to smell Sentinel Ridge, and I really, really liked it. They also had Into Orbit, which in cologne form, which I have never seen at any other store. So that was pretty cool. So they also had this new bag, this cranberry and cream kind of colored bag, which I thought was interesting. Perhaps, people are interested in that. I hadn't seen that anywhere else. A lot of the fall collection candles. Oh, they did have this new pocket bag holder thing. It's like a card holder, and it holds a pocket bag. So that was kind of cool. They did have the new candle line, the Leaves collection candles, and I did smell all of those. My favorite was the Fireside Leaves, which was the first one here that I smelled. I just love that burnt, like fire, bonfire type note that they, that they put in fragrances. And so that was my favorite. I do love lavender, and so the lavender one was nice as well. It's very homeopathic. It's very, aromatherapy. But yeah, those were pretty good. I didn't end up getting any of the candles. I'll wait for a candle sale. Let's talk about the new Scent Lab. I really liked all of them, which is kind of shocking. I couldn't believe, but I tested all of them, and I really liked all of them. I thought they were all pretty good. There's a milk one, there's a fig one, there's amber, there's different ones, and I smelled each of them, and I thought they were all like really, really nice. I thought they all smelled really good. I was looking at some pocket bags, and I was looking for the one that everybody's talking about with the diamonds, the little bow with diamonds. I have a lot of these already. I already have the pumpkin, the fuzzy pumpkin. I have different ones, but I thought the diamond looked really pretty. I don't love the clip ones that like the diamond is. It's like a clip on the back. Those typically don't work very well. And I found it. I found the diamond one. So I got it. I picked it up. So yeah, I thought this was super cute. I don't know. I thought it could just be a decoration on my bag if I wanted. I didn't have to use the clip because these typically, I think the hand sanitizers typically fall out of here. This was $8.95. So I got it. I thought it was really cute. They had just a couple, as you saw in the video. I looked at the wallflowers. I got a really good look at each of the wallflowers. The gazebo. I really looked at the My friend is obsessed with with Gilmore Girls and said that it looks nice, but it's not a Gilmore Girls. I heard it was Gilmore Girls. And I looked at the rooster. I'm not a big chicken rooster guy, but it was cute. I thought it was cute if you have like a country kitchen. Yeah, let's see. I think it's interesting that they're selling the reeds that are scented as one price, $15, and they're selling the vessel that's empty and has nothing in it for $15. I think it's kind of ridiculous to buy that. I think you could put it in a cup. You could devote a vase at your house. You probably have an old reed. I have an old bottle with, reeds in it right now that doesn't have any liquid in it anymore that I could use. I just think $15 for just an empty vase with no scent is kind of interesting, but to each their own. I guess if you wanted to get it and try it. I would try the reeds. I would definitely wouldn't buy that. They had a 50% off table. And like I told you, there wasn't really anything that I wanted. So I just got this lavender and vanilla room spray. It was $4. And I got Villa Portofino. It was a couple of bucks, I think, $4. I don't even know. My receipt's somewhere around here. But I have to tell you what happened for this cologne. So I ended up getting Centaur Ridge the cologne. So I have to tell you an interesting story that happened. So online, I'll put it right here if it's still like that. The football season cologne is showing up online for $29. So I saw that and I thought, oh, I really don't like the football scent. It's okay, but I thought, I'm not going to get any colognes, So I went into the store and I smelled this and I was like, wow, I really love it. I already got the body wash and the lotion and I was like, I really want it. But I'm not going to pay full price, $59.95. I'm not going to pay $60. So I went over to the worker there and it was a guy and I was like, so football season is $29. I'm guessing that that's the only one that's on sale. I'm sure this is brand new. I'm sure it's not on sale. And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Football season, 29." He's like, "No." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Can't be." And I'm like, "No, it is." And he's like, "Show me." So I pulled up my app. I showed him. It's 29 bucks. He's like, "Do you have discounts applied or something?" No, didn't have anything. Didn't have any coupons. Didn't have anything. He's like, "That's really, really odd." He's like, so he grabbed one and we went to the register and he tried to ring it up and it came up as full price. I think it's $59.95 too. I don't know, but I'll put it right here if it's still like that. And he's like, it's showing up full price, but he's like, that's pretty wild. It must be some kind of glitch. Or I was like, isn't it just part of the summer sale? And he's like, no, because if it was, it would ring up for that, in store. And I said, is it the only one? Because I really would like to get this one. Is it 29 bucks? Is there a glitch that you know of? He was like, no. He's like, that's full price. But he said, here's what I would do if I were you. I would go ahead and BOPUS, since you're already at our store, BOPUS the football season. And as you're shopping around, it'll come in the system. And then when you go up to the register, just tell them you just return it. I'll return it for you. And you can replace it and just exchange it for this. And I said, really? Is that cool? Can I do that? Is that allowed? And he's like, absolutely. We do it all the time. And I was like, is it just for me? Because you like me, because they know me there. And he's like, or can anybody do it? He's like, no, anybody can do it. So I don't know if it'll work, but if you want to try it, it worked for me. I bought football season. I ordered it, BOPUSed it online. I came in, I said, I'd actually like to exchange it for this. And it was a different girl. He had already told her what we were going to do, and she just price matched it and sent me out the door with it. So they acted like it was nothing special and it was, nothing illegal. So, hey, if it works, why not? But that was pretty crazy. So I got this for 29 bucks. And this is a great scent. I read the scent notes the other day. It's just basically rich sandalwood, musk, and Caribbean juniper wood and moss. So yeah, I didn't need a full bottle, but for 29 bucks, I mean, you can't even get mini colognes in 10 ounces for 30 bucks. So This is, you know, a full-size bottle, 100 ounce, 100, 100 ml. I said ounces, I meant ml. So yeah, it smells great. Yeah, it's very woodsy. It's got the wood cap. It's very woodsy. It's very mossy. It's going to be great in fall if the weather ever gets cool here. If it doesn't, I'll still wear it. So, yeah, that's a little something you can try. I also wanted to show you, I got from Nordstrom, I got Paco Rabanne, and this is a sampling pack of their ultra luxurious line. Their, let me just look it up. Okay, so this is called the La Collection Rabanne. So this is, I think there's 8 of these, and I'm gonna do a full video of testing these out and talking about the scent notes. But it basically says that this is inspired by Calandra, the first fragrance of La Maison. La Collection Rabanne celebrates the history and savoir-faire through iconic dates, places, characters, and hyper-structural design in radiant glass framed in metal, the iconic material that sits at the heart of the Rabanne story. So yeah, the one that I really wanted to try was, I saw Midnight Sex, which it has a great name, but the scent notes I thought were interesting. And so then I was just going to get that, but then I saw this from Nordstrom, and it was, I think this was 50 or 55, something like that. So I got that, and I'm going to do a full collection, so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching today. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And rest in peace, Dolly. Thank you for all the wonderful things you've done for humanity. And yeah, so thanks for watching. And remember, the doctor says every day deserves a little magic. Let's go find some. Bye-bye.